Can't go, sweetie. I'll be back, okay? Be back.
So I want to talk about lawsuits. I'm going to see somebody right now at the chiropractor that is a client, and she received paperwork. She was being sued. This happens. We probably had 4 or 5 clients in the last few days we've heard about that's been sued. We have tons of clients, and it's maybe 1 in every 200 or 300 that we ever see get sued in a month that it ever happens for. And so people can confuse, well, gosh, I'm working on my credit and that's why I'm getting sued. No, it's because you owed a credit card company or it's a collection company suing you. So I want to cover these. When you get sued by a collection company or a credit card company, you have 14 days to reply to what's called an answer, and they'll send it to you. You have 14 days to reply. We have resources to help people respond to those answers. We looked at some data probably a few months ago. There was one collection company that come and sued like 70 people, and only like 3 or 4 people replied with an answer. An answer means that you come back and you give responses to everything that they're saying, and then, you know, the judge looks at that. Well, I tell people, if a collection company sues you, you have every right to go in there and defend yourself or get somebody to defend you and come back with an answer. We've helped people complete answers and come back, and then the collection company never even show up to court, because they'll normally be putting in the reason for their suing, or they have to put damages on a lawsuit. They'll put like, say, $5,000. Well, when you take them to court and ask them how much they paid for that debt, they paid, 5 or 10 cents. They probably paid $50 for it. So how can you say that you incurred damages? You bought a debt. So remember, in America, if you get sued, anybody can sue you. It's up for you to go defend yourself. So don't ignore those lawsuits, because if you do, then it can turn into a judgment. So don't ignore lawsuits. They can turn into judgments. That's the worst thing you want to do, is ignore a lawsuit. And a lot of people do that, and it's simply a way to reply, and you can correspond and you can challenge them. And so if it's a credit card company suing you, we can help with that as well, but you don't want to ignore those, because if you do, it turns into an automatic judgment. So if it's a collection company and they sue you and you don't show up in court, they're hoping you won't show up, so they'll get a judgment against you, and then they can turn around and try to enforce that judgment. We don't ever really see that happen with collection companies. If they turn around and enforce the judgment, it means they have to take you back to court and to get the judge to enforce that judgment, where they can try to garnish wages. That hardly ever happens, but that's the process. First, they have to sue you, and then you have 14 days to come up with an answer. And we can help you, or get somebody to help you with that, or you can get a law firm to help you with that. And then after the answer, then the judge can set a date or a court date or something for you to go back. And that's when you can challenge them with what they're saying. And so we help with all that stuff that takes place in those stages. Then so once they file that, if you don't go to court or show up and they get a judgment against you, they can go back to court and ask the judge if they want to enforce that judgment, and they can try to garnish your wages. So that's what they can try to do. We hardly ever see that ever happen. It does happen with credit card companies, sometimes, far few in between that it happens. Normally you see garnished wages for child support and student loans. So I can cover those things in the future. But, people are receiving these lawsuits and they don't know what to do. Well, one of the most important things you definitely don't want to do is you don't want to ignore when you receive lawsuit paperwork, because if you do, they can get an automatic judgment against you.
Did you find it? Yeah, so 20 bucks for 10 pack, and that's $25 for a...
Or $26 for a 13 pack.
That's retarded. You probably, this would be a better deal right here, this 10 pack. Must be a deal or something going on. I think we probably need about 3 of these. So there'll be about 30 that we probably need to get. I'm gonna have you go down to the client support and
Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Good news, I just got in speaking to a local, it's called the Glass Center. It's a recreation gym that's local for East Texas. And one of the directors called me, and we're going to meet sometime tomorrow. Yeah, no, Monday. We're going to meet Monday. And we have these game cases that we can put Xboxes or PS4s in. And I have, again, I donated these Xbox 360s. I donated all of them. I had 12 that were shipped to me from Xbox a few years ago. Thank you, Xbox, for sending me, you know, the Xbox 360s. And I donated all those since then to different people and places that help out youth. And I've got Xbox Ones that we're going to order some more of those, or work with Xbox to try to get some Xbox Ones. And so anyways, we're going to be doing local stuff for the youth around here in East Texas, doing gaming events. There is a $50,000 charity stream that is going to be hosted by Ninja, and they're going to be doing the esports arena in Vegas, and I'm actually going to be streaming it, having a watch party here. So I'm talking to a guy that can get like 6x9 projectors, and so we're going to be doing a watch party, and I've been posting about it, and probably have about 15 or 20 people interested in coming. We'll be look to be filming that day to show everybody what's going on with that. And we're looking at putting together some local gaming tournaments here in East Texas, and then even going to Houston, Dallas, different areas to do a gaming event in that area to reach more youth. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the day. Enjoy the beautiful weather, the East Texas area, the beautiful trees, and East Texas, what it has to offer. We'll catch up another day.